Thank you for watching the Parent's Guide to the Community School of Auchterarder's SQA examination results for 2013. It has been an excellent year for our school, with some of the best results we've seen both in individual departments and as a whole school. We've enjoyed great success at all levels, not only with our highest attainers. Every pupil at our school who sat SQA exams deserves our congratulations. Now, before we have a look at the results for 2013, let's have a brief look at what the different qualifications are and how they equate to each other. Up until now, the most common pathway has been through the three levels of standard grade: Foundation, General and Credit, then onwards to Higher and Advanced Higher. Alongside those qualifications we have Access 3, Intermediate 1 and Intermediate 2, and some subjects such as Maths chose this pathway instead of standard grade. You can see how the different levels of these qualifications roughly match up. From 2014, the new national qualifications will take over. The pathway for most will be National 3, National 4 or National 5 before embarking on Higher and Advanced Higher courses. Again, you can see where the Nationals roughly equate to the levels that have gone before. Highers and Advanced Highers remain largely as they have been. Let's take a look at just some of the key features of our attainment in 2013. At the end of fourth year, the Perth and Ross average for pupils gaining at least 5 foundation passes, or Access 3 for some, sits at around 98%. In schools with a background similar to ours, the average is 97%. The Community School of Auchterarder achieved 99%. That's almost all of our S4 pupils reaching at the very least 5 foundation passes. Turning our attention now to the numbers that gained at least 5 general passes or Intermediate 1, the Perth and Ross average is 87%. In schools similar to ours, the average is 90%. We achieved 91%. And as for the numbers of pupils gaining at least 5 credit or Intermediate 2 passes, the Perth and Ross average is 46%, which matches the schools similar to ours. This year we're just below that on 45%. However, we are confident that this number will rise after the appeals have been processed. Let's have a look at those results and see how they compare to what we've attained over the past 4 years. The number of pupils attaining at least 5 foundation passes has remained constant, as has the number attaining at least 5 generals. The percentage attaining at least 5 credits dipped slightly by around 2%. Again, we're confident we will make this up after the appeals process. Let's take a look at the results at the end of 5th year. For the number of our pupils achieving at least 1 higher, the Perth and Ross average is 50%. In comparable schools to ours, it's 53%, and this year our school achieved just below that on 52%. When we move to at least 3 higher, the Perth and Ross average is 31%. For comparable schools to ours, it's 34%, but we're out in front of both with a very respectable 36%. And as for 5 higher, the Perth and Ross average is 15%. In other similar schools it's 16%, but again we're out in front with 17%. So how do those results look over a 4-year trend? For at least 1 higher, it dipped last year and is back on the rise this year. For 3 or more hires, again after a dip last year, we're on an improvement rise. And for 5 hires, it has been a steady pattern of improvement. Finally, let's take a look at what our young people achieved by the end of 6th year. Now, these results are a combination of what they've achieved in 5th year and what they achieved in 6th year. For at least 3 hires, the Perth and Ross average is 43%. For comparable schools to ours, it's 44%, but yet again we're out in front with 48%. For 5 or more hires, it's 31% for Perth and Ross, 30% for schools like ours, and once more we're leading the pack with 35%. And when looking at the figures for at least 1 advanced higher, we see that the Perth and Ross average is 26%, in comparable schools to ours it's 21%, and we are matching the very high Perth and Ross figure of 26%. These last 3 figures for 3 hires, 5 hires and at least 1 advanced hire by the end of 6th year puts the Community School of Auchterarder in the top 20% of schools in the country for attainment at these levels. Let's have a look at those figures as part of a 4-year trend. This year's attainment for at least 3 hires was the second highest in the last 4 years. Similarly with 5 or more hires, and with 1 or more advanced hires, it's been a steady trend of improvement. And there's more good news. Many of our individual subject performances come out at the very top when compared to the same subject results in similar schools around the country. And what kind of deal do our pupils get from our school? Well, it's very impressive. Almost half of our young people leave with at least 3 hires. 1 in 3 leave with at least 5 hires. And an impressive 1 in 4 leave with at least 1 advanced hire. So what do we do now though? Well, we'll keep up the good work where things have proven to be going well, and we'll address the points required for improvement as indicated by these and other results, both at a subject level and as a whole school. We'd like to say thank you to our pupils and our staff for their determination and superb effort, and to our parents and carers, thank you for your support throughout the year. We look forward to another bumper year.